feels radical and liberating to consider letting go in a world where attachment, worry, and overthinking rule our thoughts. This ability defines our level of resilience and peace, whether it's letting go of harmful relationships, past transgressions, or an incessant demand for control. This art was perfected by the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca, who lived about 2,000 years ago. His works, Letters from a Stoic and On the Shortness of Life, continue to be influential manuals for living a calm, clear, and brave life by separating ourselves from things that don't serve us. According to recent psychology research and mindfulness exercises, letting go is about power, self-control, and inner freedom rather than weakness or avoidance. Number 7. Focus on what you can control. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, is Seneca's most well-known teaching, which forms the basis of Stoicism. This concept serves as a reminder that anxiety increases when we resist the things we cannot control, such as other people's opinions, the past, or uncertain results. Seneca suggests focusing your energy on the things you can control, such as your decisions, reactions, and values. In 2025, psychologists use the circle of influence idea to reaffirm this wisdom. Your stress levels dramatically decrease when you turn your attention from the things that are beyond your control to the things that you can affect. Therefore, letting go entails releasing yourself from pointless resistance. It's about mastering your responses while letting go of what is. The outcome? The complete opposite of helplessness is emotional equilibrium, clarity, and serenity. Number 6. Live fully in the present moment. They lose the day in anticipation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn, Seneca cautions. He believes that individuals squander their lives regretting the past or fretting about the future. His answer was straightforward but profound live now. The secret to living completely in the present is to let go of the worries of the future and the anguish of the past. This is substantially supported by modern science. Research from mindful.org, 2024, indicates that mindfulness and present moment awareness increase emotional stability by more than 30% and decrease anxiety. In real life, this is slowing down, paying attention to what's in front of you, and preventing mental chatter from robbing you of the pleasure of the present. Seneca believed that every minute wasted worrying was a fragment of life wasted. This lesson is all the more pertinent in our distracted digital age. Number 5. Release desire and attachment. Seneca is credited with writing, "The poor man is not the one who has too little, but the one who yearns for more." He thought that the human mind is enslaved by an unrelenting need for money, prestige, attention, or love. Independence, not plenty, is the path to true peace. Nowadays, letting go is overcoming an emotional reliance on other people or things for approval or fulfillment. People who disengage from materialistic or outcome-based goals report higher levels of contentment and life satisfaction, according to a 2025 Psychology Today report on emotional detachment. According to Seneca, when we stop aiming for more, we feel adequate. As a result, letting go becomes a spiritual act that frees you from the illusion that you need anything more than self-control and virtue. Number 4. Accept impermanence and change. The idea that everything changes people, fortunes, even pain, is among Seneca's most consoling truths. He serves as a reminder that resisting impermanence simply makes pain worse. Rather, we need to accept the organic cadence of transformation. Seneca suggests in his writings that we practice loss in imagination, or psychologically prepare for change so that it doesn't break us when it occurs. This technique, known as acceptance training in modern psychology, has been shown to increase emotional resilience and lessen the discomfort associated with bereavement. Letting go doesn't imply losing our feelings. It means realizing that everything in life is borrowed and that we are entire because of thankfulness rather than attachment. You live more bravely and love more freely when you embrace impermanence instead of clinging out of fear. Number 3, transform through endings. Seneca thought that every conclusion held the promise of a fresh start. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, is a timeless statement that reflects his wisdom. He saw change as a normal part of life's cycle rather than a loss. In 2025, psychologists refer to this as the post-traumatic growth effect. The notion that following a loss or failure, people frequently come out stronger, wiser, and more genuine. Therefore, letting go is an intentional change rather than a passive act of resignation. It entails accepting the hurt of what has ended and turning it into motivation for development. To create space for new life, you must let go of the dead, just like a tree sheds its leaves in the fall. Seneca's wisdom serves as a reminder that endings are not destruction, but rather rebirth. Number 2, practice letting go daily. Seneca saw philosophy as practice rather than theory. Every day, he encouraged people to consider their strengths, areas for improvement, and attachments that hindered them. He felt that this regular practice cleansed the mind. This is what therapists now refer to as emotional hygiene. You can regularly clear up emotional clutter by journaling, practicing meditation, and engaging in mindful introspection. According to a 2024 Harvard Health study, those who intentionally engage in daily thankfulness and introspection report feeling less anxious and having more mental clarity. Letting go is a lifetime practice of release, rebirth, and realignment. It's not something you do once. Seneca's method demonstrates that cultivating peace requires conscious living and mindful awareness, and it is not something that can be achieved quickly. Number 1, find freedom in acceptance. Seneca's letting go philosophy ultimately stems from freedom. According to him, a smart person is unmoved by fortune, untouched by fear, and free from the slavery of passion. Letting go means ceasing to be controlled by outside factors, such as the opinions of others, unforeseen consequences, or ephemeral feelings. This age-old wisdom is supported by contemporary neuroscience, which shows that cognitive reframing and emotional connection release soothe the brain's stress circuits and increase activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is in charge of rational thought. This implies that letting go actually alters the chemistry of your brain. Seneca referred to this profound, unwavering serenity as tranquillitas animi, or the tranquility of the soul. This is the recompense, not nothingness. Thus, keep in mind that while you cannot control everything, you can control your thoughts. That's the start of freedom. If this Seneca message inspired you to reevaluate how to live a lighter, more peaceful, and more liberated life, please like, share, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom updated for the modern world.